On today's episode, we're doing another Christmas holiday classic. Today, Ma, what are we making?
Tilicas.
We will show you just how to make it. Coming up next,
I love what you eat. Very simple. Flour, powdered semolina. We have a little bit of sugar. We have some shortening and the warm water.
The warm water will just be to aid it as it binds.
That's right. Quick little mix here. We'll finish kneading it by hand.
How long do you have to knead it for?
Just a few minutes, maybe not even. Just so it comes all nice and shiny and smooth. It already is smooth, it's just to collect it if you want.
Smile.
Smile.
In the fridge it goes for half an hour, the time to make the
Filling.
right.
Okay. So for the filling, the first thing that you have to do is roast skinless white almonds at 350 for a few minutes till you start smelling the aroma of the roasted almonds, and you wait till they're completely cool. And now we're going to pulsate them very finely in a food processor, or you could also use a blender for this process. Beautiful smell.
That's it. Step one done. So you saw my mom whip together that dough very quickly and it's chilling in the fridge. Meantime, we're preparing the delicious filling, which started the ingredient is
Mosto
cotto, yeah,
Vino cotto.
vino cotto. So this one we ended up buying because we didn't make a batch this year, but I'll link a video up above for you guys to see us make my grandfather's homemade vino cotto. So we have that.
That's it. In some regions, they also call it sapa.
Yeah. We have finely ground semolina. We have the finely ground roasted almonds, which you just saw us in the previous step, finely ground. And then we have some honey. And we have the zest of half an orange with some water. So that is all going to combine to make a delicious, moist type of filling that we are going to be putting inside of that dough that we will roll out afterwards. So we're gonna take you in on a close look to get this filling done. Then we're gonna go to rolling out the dough.
That's right. And
Shaping them, shaping them in their traditional look, filling them, and these are cookies that bake off in the oven.
Yeah.
So there you go. It really whips together nicely, and then you can garnish them as you wish, which we'll show you afterwards. So close up coming up for the filling.
So the filling is done completely over stovetop.
It smells divine.
Yeah, it does. Mosto cotto is so good. It's a nice, like, thick, syrupy, sweet. This is an ingredient, the mosto cotto, that's used very often during Christmas time because they didn't have any honey. So this would replace like the honey and all their baked goods.
Your sweetener.
Exactly. Or drizzle it even, not only in the fillings, but also on top of the beautiful fried desserts. And we'll wait till this comes to a boil.
How long does this need to cook?
It's really difficult to say because it has to come like the consistency of a polenta. So you continue stirring till it starts to pull away from the sides.
Okay.
There we go. Right there.
So enough liquid has reduced. Looking for a thick paste consistency.
Mm-hmm.
See how it pulls? We'll go with the wooden spoon. See? Yeah. Perfect. So we're gonna place it to cool in a heat-proof dish and start to roll out our dough in the process.
Yeah.
So we have the dough that was in the fridge, very, very soft, like a pasta dough. So instead of doing it by hand, because we bake often lots of things, especially during the holidays, we're using a pasta attachment, and I have the one that attaches to the KitchenAid. You can also use the hand one or use your arms in a rolling pin, but we want to roll them out as thin as possible.
As thin as possible, yes.
Yeah, because we're going to be filling it after, so to have a good filling to dough ratio, you want it nice and light. Yeah. So
Almost like the when you roll out the sheets of lasagna.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna take sections off at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and roll my mom a few flattened sheets. We're gonna lay it on a baking tray lined with a tea towel, and then we're going to roll out as much as we can to get the flow going. Reduce it So it'll keep going thinner and thinner. Really like making lasagna sheets.
You started on number 8, then you
I
went
started
to
on 8, yeah.
6. Now you're
Everybody's machine is different, so I don't know what settings you have, but you started the largest, obviously. If the dough is thinner than the largest, start until it's kind of catches it. And now you start to see my hand through.
There you go. I think we're good now.
Yeah.
And it's important to lightly flour.
This is good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So this is what we're aiming for. So what number was that, Ma?
You're at number 3 on your machine now.
3 on the machine. So there you go. And you can start to lightly, there you go, you see? Start to lightly see my hand.
Really
But look, it's really like we rolled it out to the length of a standard baking sheet.
There you go.
So we're gonna keep going until all our sheets are rolled and then show you guys the next step. All right, so we rolled out all our sheets and now we are going to obviously trim them. So we're using our spurlon.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll try to eyeball it and make it all the same. And this doesn't have really any sharp edges, so it's not gonna cut through your silicone mat here.
There you go, that's what we're looking for.
There you go. And this we could re-roll. Some might come bigger, some might come a bit smaller. I'm just eyeballing them.
Yeah, I'm trying to make them as rectangular as possible.
As possible.
But again, they're rustic cookies, so not everyone will be the same.
There we go.
So we're gonna finish making these cookies. We're laying them on a parchment lined baking sheet, baking tray. And what temperature and how long do they bake for, more or less?
At 300 Fahrenheit for about 25 to 30 minutes.
Or until they're done?
They're gonna remain white. I mean,
Yes.
there's no egg in here, so you have to use your judgment.
You'll feel.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll feel that they're done, yeah. Perfect. Pretty.
Yes.
So you saw my mom prepare the dough, very simple step by step, as well as the filling, and then very easy to roll out. We used our pasta machine. You can roll it out with a rolling pin. All in all, to say it's 2 steps and then rolling it out and filling. They baked for about half an hour. Everybody's oven is different, so we're just gonna always put emphasis on make sure that you're checking along the way, and we were touching just to make sure that the dough was cooked.
Because it's a white dough, so there's no eggs, so that's why you have to really have to touch the dough to make sure that it's baked properly.
Because when you see it, like my mom says, there's really no color to it, so you're going by feel. And then afterwards, once they were fully cooled, we ended up taking a little bit of honey with a splash of marsala. We mixed it, we dipped our fingers in it to then coat with some different type of sprinkles. So we have here some beautiful white gold sprinkles and then the traditional Christmas ones, or you can leave them plain. We're gonna give this a try.
Yeah.
Do you wanna break half?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, half.
Yeah. Half. So I give all
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
give all the filling, I have all the dough.
It's a beautiful filling.
But the emphasis is making sure that you roll it out thin. It gives a really good consistency of dough to filling. It's a nice sticky filling. Buon appetito.
There you go, favorita.
It's not overly sweet, but still sweet. Really like the filling. It has those notes of the vino cotto. It's so delicious, but specifically it's the texture. I really like the texture. It gives that a little bit of a dried out jelly consistency. Give it a try. If you do, let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to check out our recipe website at www.loveitoueat.net, where you will find all of our uploaded weekly recipes on the recipe channel. And you can use it as a step-by-step guide with photo aid to help you recreate to the T or inspire you to make your own. And tune in weekly for new content. Happy holidays to you and your loved ones. Anything else to say?
That's it. Buona festa natalizia a tutti.
All right. Thanks for watching. And as always, continue to
Love what you eat.
Bye for now.
Ciao, buon Natale, buon anno.
Oh, God.
Okay.
It's 10:30 p.m. Happy holidays.
Good night. I can't see it.
The other one's not on.
I was just going to say. Better.
On today's episode,
On tonight's episode.
because it's what time is it?
No, it's okay.
It's 10:15 at night. Okay.
It's okay. But that's just for us. Don't
Yeah.
put it in. Wait,
Yeah.
let me fix myself up a little bit.
What did I say?
On today's episode. There we go.
So honestly, that was a really quick video. Was it quick?
Let's start again.
It's not hard and it's not wet soft, but it's like a nougat, like the inside of a nougat. A nougat. Like the inside. Oh, I'm tired.
Have a fig nougat.
Yeah, I see Daddy.
Have a fig nougat.
What is it? Fig nougat or nougat? A nougat?
Oh, it's true. Nougat.
That's why my head.
Oh my god. Okay, let's get through this. One more minute, yeah?
I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Okay. It's not the filling. Okay. So we really like the filling. It has those notes of the vino cotto. It's so delicious. But
Okay.
it's 10:30 p.m. Happy holidays.